Blue at the Mizzen by Patrick O'Brien. Read by Robert Hardy. The Surprise, lying well out in the channel with Gibraltar half a mile away on her starboard quarter, lying at a single anchor with her head to the freshening northwest breeze, piped all hands at 4 bells in the afternoon watch, and at the cheerful sound her tender Ringle, detached on a private errand by Lord Keith, cheered with the utmost goodwill, while the Surprises turned out with a wonderful readiness in spite of a strong promise of rain and a heavy sea. Many had put on their best clothes, embroidered waistcoats and silk Barcelona handkerchiefs around their necks, for the Surprises and their captain, Jack Aubrey, had taken a very elegant prize indeed, a Moorish galley laden with gold, a galley that had fired on Surprise first, thus qualifying herself as a pirate, so that the prize court, sitting at the pressing request of Captain Aubrey's friend, Admiral Lord Keith, had condemned her out of hand, a lawful prize, to be shared according to the usage of the sea. The echo of the 4th bell and the cheering died. The clerk, catching his captain's nod, called, "John Anderson!" Stepping aft to the capstan head, Anderson touched his forelock and cried, "John Anderson, sir, if you please, ordinary larboard watch, after guard." "Very well," said the clerk, 157th part of a half-share, hold out your hat." And plunging his hand into a barrel of gold, he drew out a handful and counted it into the requested receptacle. £17, 17 shillings and 4pence. Here is your witnessed paper asking for £365 to be remitted to Mrs. Anderson. Are you content?" "Oh, dearie me, yes," said Anderson, laughing. "Oh, yes, sir, quite content." "Then sign here," said the clerk, but seeing Anderson's uneasy look, he murmured, "Just make a mark." And so it went, right through the list. At one time Stephen Maturin, the frigate's surgeon, had been calculating the degree of literacy aboard, but melancholy, no doubt helped by the increasing wind, had welled up, and he lost count among the names beginning with N. "Oh, I do wish," he murmured to Jack in a moment's pause, "that William and his Ringles might have been here." "So do I, indeed. But, you know, as a privately owned tender to what is in fact a hydrographical vessel, I do not think they'd stand in line for more than 4pence. In any case, I could not refuse Lord Keith. He asked it as a personal favour, and I owe him a great deal." Of course. It was only that I should have liked the younger ones to accept a gold piece by way of memento," said Stephen. "How the waves increase! The darkness thickens." "They will rejoin at Madeira, and then you can give them their gold pieces. Mr. Harding," Jack spoke to his first lieutenant, "let us weigh and proceed southwest by west with all the sail she can bear." And Jack, steadying Stephen by the elbow, the frigate was pitching quite violently by now, guided him to the great cabin, where they sat at their ease on the cushioned stern lockers under the elegant sash-lights that gave on to the sea. "I'm afraid it's going to turn out a truly dirty night," said Jack, gazing out into the now rain-filled darkness. "But I'm heartily glad to be at sea." The stern lanterns were now lighting up the frigate's wake, broad, white, and agitated, but in spite of their brilliance he could still clearly make out the distant red glow above Gibraltar. And for his own part he had had enough of the junketing, the self-praise, and mocking the French, who had, after all, gone down fighting with the utmost gallantry. "What is it, Killick?" "Green seas is coming aft as far as the capstan and getting worse every minute, which I doubt we'll ever get your toasted cheese up dry without I bring up the spirit stove and do it." But now a truly enormous, an utterly shocking crash checked the frigate's way entirely, thrusting her off her course and swinging the lantern so violently against the deck overhead that 2 went out. Jack shot up on deck, so did the whole gunroom. He could at first see nothing in the roaring darkness, but Hewell, the officer of the watch, told him that the forward starboard lookout had hailed light on the starboard bow seconds before the enormous impact, that he himself had seen a huge, dark, and otherwise lightless craft coming right before the wind, strike the frigate's bows and run down her larboard side. A very heavy Scandinavian timber carrier, he thought, could see no name, no port, no flag, no hail came across.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?